Welcome back to Alaskan Ballistics. I got Chuke here with Chuke's Outdoor Adventures. He was in part 1 with the penetration test. Short range hunting, battle rifle style. Of course, Chuke has his set up long range. 6.5 Creedmoor versus 308. 6.5 Creedmoor versus 308. Today, we're shooting a good hunting bullet for Alaska. The 165 grain GMX and the 120 grain GMX. Both mid-weight bullets for the category. So the sectional densities are kind of close. We wish you had a 150 grain, but you just can't find it right now. So troll us in the comments for that. This is supposed to be going 2750. We'll see how close it actually gets. 308 doesn't actually lose a lot of velocity in a short barrel comparatively. And this is supposed to be going 3050. And I almost got that in my 22-inch barrel Savage. So let's take a look at the rounds here. And so this is just the chronograph portion, 308 on the left, 6.5 on the Creedmoor on the right. And the penetration portion is in part 1 over on Chuke's channel. So make sure you go check out part 1. And if you're here from part 1, thank you very much. Alright, 6.5 Creedmoor versus 308. Short range. Which one's a better 18-inch AR-10, short range type gun, battle rifle, close quarters, short range hunting out of your deer stand? What do you think? We're just going to do a chronograph test on my channel. And then in part 1, we're going to do a penetration test on Chuke's channel. So this is part 2. If you've come over here, thank you very much from Chuke's channel. Here we go. Let's see how we do. Over the chronograph. 2813, 2837, 2846, 2837 again, 2861, and we are clear. So not bad. They were all within about 30 feet per second of each other. That's actually pretty good for factory ammo. Not great for hand loads, but pretty good for factory ammo. And that was the Hornady Superformance 120 grain GMX. Here we go, Chuke's 308 over the chronograph. 165 grain GMX. 2692, 2703, 2695, 2704, 2707, 2698, 2720. I think I shot. You had a few more in the magazine than I did, so I don't waste all your ammo. You got 2 left, so there we go. And now we come to the add-up slide portion of our video. You can see that the 308 did not lose as much velocity off of the box as the 6.5 Creedmoor did. Surprisingly, and this is what the 6.5 Creedmoor is supposed to be good at, the 308 got better standard deviation. Now that could be the rifle itself having a better chamber, match grade, or whatever. Who knows there. And of course the average muzzle energy was over 500 foot-pounds of energy more in the 308. Now I know these weren't exactly apples to apples as far as bullet weight, but they were mid-range weight for both calibers. Only thing we can find in both the GMX lines. Now here's a slide that shows you the exact ballistic coefficients, gives you a little bit of information about the Hornady GMX bullet. I think they're great bullets personally, even in 6.5. I think with the right barrel length, you'd get really good penetration and expansion. I certainly do with the 308 and 30-06 and everything else I've tried them in so far. So let's go and look at the drop chart. And in the drop chart, you're going to see that maybe the 308, it really kills it at short distance, but even in the 18-inch barrel, you have to go out to long distance to really make a difference. Now, the 308 is still, with this round, going really fast, where it doesn't do the transonic beneath the speed of sound until between 800 and 900 yards, almost to 1,000 yards. And that really makes a difference there as far as 308. So you could actually shoot this round a little bit farther if it's really accurate out of your gun. I know Chuke has shot this gun out to 500 yards and says it shoots great. So, the 18-inch arrow precision, you can see the 6.5 Creedmoor does have less drop though. Once you get out the 1500 yards, it has quite a bit less drop. So something to think about. The 6.5 Creedmoor has a little less drop. And the 6.5 Creedmoor very slightly better on ballistic coefficient, not enough to make a difference in my opinion. So those are definitely the differences between the rounds. We do have Patreon, Instagram, Facebook, Parler. We have all sorts of ways you can contact us at Alaskan Ballistics. Let us know exactly what you want to see on the channel. Thank you very much for watching, and now the conclusion. So that concludes part 2 of this video. If you didn't check out part 1, go to Chuke's Outdoor Adventures and check out part 1. I'm going to have to give for short-range ballistics, I got to give it to the 308. Yes, the 6.5 Creedmoor is a little bit faster. The 308 didn't actually lose as much velocity from the box as the 6.5 Creedmoor did. So the 6.5 Creedmoor actually lost more velocity in the 18-inch barrel than the 308. So that's something to consider. Even if you're going long-range setup like Chuke, an 18-inch barrel in a 308 will still get the job done very, very easily, especially in a bolt gun, but also in a gas gun. And now the 6.5 Creedmoor is losing quite a bit more velocity than the 308, which I would expect because it's a little bit overboard comparatively.
Definitely.
So, Chuke, what would you say is the winner, Chuke?
308. Definitely.
Yeah, 308 for short-range hunting, definitely. Now, I've taken a 6.5 Creedmoor out, and my Bergara 24-inch barrel nailed a caribou at 300 yards, 282 yards. So, it's not like one can't do it and the other one can. But they're both 18-inch barrels, CMMG on the right, my arrow precision on the left. So there we go, 6.5 Creedmoor versus 308.